How did you get into music? What age were you?
Young. I had to been like every bit of 12 years old. Yeah,
Any musical influences? Anybody that inspired you?
yeah, my dad inspired me to do music. Seeing him out and doing it, I always wanted to pick it up too as well.
And you guys have collab too, right?
Right.
Any more plans for collaborating with him, or it was just like a one-time type of thing?
No, most definitely. I want to sit down and talk to him about this new project I got coming up, and see if he, will, bless a track or two.
How many years would you say you've been perfecting your craft for at this point?
At this point?
Yeah, what would you say? Taking it serious.
Taking it serious. I took it serious when I first touched the microphone, so 16, since I was 16.
So how many years would you say that is so far?
About 8 years.
8 years. 8 years can be a long time for some people. Have you ever had thoughts on quitting? Why not?
Never ever. Because what's meant to be will always be. And I never had that thought in my head that, dang, it's not gonna work. God always gave me confirmation with the people I hang around, be with, and so I never doubted myself.
Do you remember the first rap you rapped on, the first song you rapped on, or the first song you sang on back then? Yeah.
There's a song called She Got It.
What was that about?
I was 16 years old, and it was the wave that was going on at that time. So, she got it. You know what I mean?
Now, when you're in the studio, top 3 things you need in the studio.
Top 3 things I need in the studio would be probably a bottle of water. Okay. Good vibes. Okay. And an engineer.
What type of bottled water?
I say, when it comes to water, any type of water. But to be specific, I like Fiji water.
What are good vibes for you?
Good vibes is like the people that I invite out to my sessions. Everybody have a good vibe. Everybody just in there vibing. I don't like yes mans. You know what I'm saying? If I don't do something, if it ain't nice or nothing like that, then please let me know.
So you welcome constructive criticism.
Correct.
And what makes a good engineer?
A good engineer just knows what he's doing. I can get in the booth and just, express my feelings, and he'd be able to piece it up, put everything together, put a nice mix down on it and everything. I'm gonna do my part too, because it all goes together.
Now, most people I ask that are recording artists, somewhere in their top 3 studio necessities is a drug. Why no drugs for you?
To be honest, it don't make me the artist like it do most people. It just doesn't. I don't do drugs.
Sober when you record?
Real sober.
Are you drug-free all the way around, like in your personal life too, or is it just strictly in the recording part?
I would more so say the recording part. I mean, everybody smoke weed. Everybody smoke weed. I wouldn't even call weed a drug, to be honest.
It is, though.
It is, okay.
I mean, caffeine is a drug, too.
Oh, well.
So you do smoke marijuana, but not when you're recording?
No. I mean, I might, like I say, I smoke
It's not
weed.
A necessity.
It's not like I need that to go in here to do this.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like, it is with some people.
So you record way more sober than you are under the influence?
Right.
Do you notice a difference when you listen back to your recordings? Is there a difference when you're high and versus when you're sober?
To be honest, it's like a 50-50 type thing. Like, it's like more, okay, if I wasn't high, I probably could have said that better. You know what I'm saying? Or if I was sober, it would have just came out all the way right.
Craziest studio story, if you have one?
Craziest studio story? Always the girls in the studio. And you know how it goes.
How does it go?
It goes down in the studio.
Sex in the studio?
Sex in the studio.
While you're recording or in between recordings? Or what?
Not sex while I'm recording, but
I've heard people tell
activities.
me that.
I don't know how somebody has sex recording. That
I don't
mess
either.
up
But they
everything.
said that I've had a couple people tell me they were getting oral sex on them while they were recording a song.
Yeah, it could make the feeling more better. What the oral said.
But how does that? Okay. All right, you're having sex with somebody in the studio. After you're done having sex, is the studio session over? Are you done making music, or?
The music keep going. The music.
No, there's no time for a shower, cleaning yourself off.
Man, look, you gonna go home. Like some studios, they got, you know, they offer the showers and stuff like that. But you know what I'm saying? Like it ain't like, I gotta go shower real quick.
That's not a concern.
It's a concern after the studio.
Okay, now how often have you had sex before in the studio? Does this thing happen a lot, or is it just like a once in a while type of thing?
It don't happen a lot, like before. It don't happen a lot, like before the studio. Like nah.
Now you rap and sing, but your recording process, what's that like? Especially with your raps, are you writing these records like pen and pad in the phone, or are you freestyling and punching in on these records?
I'm real old school, like so. I sit down and I really like to go into a different world with my music. So with that being said, I like to sit down and process things and see, you know, put things together, put a good run together.
From start to finish, what's the average time you spend on a song?
Start to finish?
Yeah.
With the mix down, everything, or just me?
No, the actual recording of the song.
Probably,
writing it and putting it together. And
writing it. I'm real quick writing. I'm real quick writing, recording. I probably can do a song in like an hour.
So from start to finish, what's the average time?
Probably an hour. From start to finish.
Most songs you recorded in one studio session?
One studio session probably had to been like 5, 10. Like probably say like 10 songs.
10 songs?
Yeah.
That's like an album.
Yeah, it is.
Now, what happens when you get writer's block? And that's the moment where you get stuck in the middle of a thought, a song, you can't finish it. How do you deal with stuff like that?
Writer block, I put it down. I put it down and I go do something. Like run to the store, you know what I'm saying, watch a TV show or something like that. I do that and I go back to it. I go back to the song.
What's the longest you worked on a song and ended up finishing it? So you work on it, you put it down, you can't finish it right then and there, but eventually you get back to it. What's the longest you've worked on a song?
Probably say an hour and 30 minutes, 2 hours.
Oh, okay, so nothing like you put down a song and 3 months later you picked it up and worked on it.
Never.
Have you ever lost lyrics that you wrote down?
Some good ones too. I lost them. Yep.
Tough, huh?
Real tough. I wish I could find them again.
Was there ever a time where you tried to remember it and it just wasn't the same?
I'll play the beat and I'll listen to it and I'll try to, you know, start off from how I started, and I'll probably get halfway through it and then be like, dang, you know what I'm saying? Like and I'll just make something up new and it'll still be nice.
Now, I'm sure you've come across a variety of beats. Has there been any beat that you received, that you passed on, that became a bigger song for somebody else?
To be honest, no. Nah.
Not yet.
Ain't happened.
What's the realest song you ever wrote?
I did.
So far in your whole catalog of music that somebody can actually go find? That's been released, that they can listen to right now if they wanted to.
Okay, it had to be I Did, and another song I made about my dad.
Well, which out of the two are the realest, you would
Both
say?
of them. Both of them real. That's what I do.
And what are they about?
Like I Did is basically, it's about the struggle. You know, just I did. I made it through all of the fakes and the lies and the hate. You know what I'm saying? Like I made it, because people go through stuff every day. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's big or small, you never know. You know what I'm saying? How that person feels about the situation they're going through.
And the other one was about your dad.
Right.
Risk versus reward. What's the biggest risk you took for your music career so far?
The biggest risk is not taking the risk. I don't know. I don't know. It's like everything is working out good for me. I haven't really took a risk. I don't.
Not yet.
Not yet. Like,
Proudest accomplishment so far in your music career?
Proudest accomplishment probably was like working, like being around an icon.
Who?
James Brown.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Just being around with, like, how did that work?
Being around him. My dad was his producer.
Oh, okay.
For like his last albums he came up with. So just being in the studio and being around them, that was a big accomplishment, because can't too many people say that.
You're right. Biggest failure so far in your music career? Biggest flop?
Biggest flop? I don't know. We never had a flop, Smallz, to be honest.
That's a good thing.
Yeah.
What's the biggest misconception of you? What's one thing people think about you that's not true?
I don't know. I keep a lot of real people around me. So with that being said, they'll let me know off back, you know what I'm saying, if they feel some type of way about how I move and what I'm doing. Nobody really told me. Nobody really had a misconception of me, to be honest. Like, I keep it 100 with everybody I have around me.
That's a good thing.
I have to.
Craziest rumor you heard about yourself?
Oh, that I was scared of the pearl. Yeah, scared of the pearl. I was young, and every time I was scared to, you know, have sex with a girl.
What question do you hate to answer?
I really like answering all questions, because I'm gonna keep it real, so I don't got nothing to hide, so you can pretty much ask me anything. Any question is good with me.
Do you care what people think of you?
Not at all.
Why not? Some people do.
Because they did God wrong. They did Jesus wrong. So who am I, you know what I mean, for, you know, to feel a certain type of way if somebody say something or think something about me. I keep it going.
What about music-wise? Do you care what people think?
Not at all. Nah, I can't.
What are your keys to success?
Keys to success is really just staying down with something that you firmly believe in and have passion in, and just, you know, having at it, keeping at it, never giving up. That's if you firmly believe in that, then you're gonna do that, and then, you know, it's gonna come out just how a picture is painted.